let's go through intentions and distractions today and something that has been in your weekly playlist. I'll start. Intentions. I'm really looking forward to present some of the advances that we've had in the teams. Also, some of the progress and the decision making around some of these, especially Hubspot team. And yeah, we already have a like a funding proposal that I feel it's in a more accurate form to be like presented for the advice process. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to presenting this. And as far as distractions, well, yeah, I have a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, sorry if I lose my train of thought from time to time. Weekly playlist. I've been listening to a lot of David Bowie lately, like some of my David Bowie records, especially Aladdin Sane. If you guys haven't heard that, it's some people say it's much better than Ziggy Stardust, and it was like the album that came right after. So it's kind of a Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here situation. I find it interesting. I'll pass it to Tam.
I'm totally caught unprepared. Playlist question, I would say is, I don't know, my youngest daughter wanted to watch Hamilton this weekend. Does that count? So it's musical. And then she wanted to watch a bunch of other musicals, but we kind of ran out of time. So there's that. And then for intentions and distractions, just to check in on how things are going and how I can help, as always. Distractions, I'm pretty present. I feel very present. I don't feel like I have any distractions today. And I will pass to Septimus unless he went already.
Thank you, Tom. No, I didn't went. Yeah, my intention is just to see the latest updates of comms, see if there's something I can support. And yeah, no distractions. And playlist. Yeah, I feel like I say the same thing every time, but I hear the same music. Like I do not change so much. So yeah, I still hear. I'm listening a lot like this Arcane playlist we hear the last day on Steward. I'll pass it to Griff.
Playlist is this local hip hop group in Seattle called Blue Scholars. I don't know. We went. It just came up in some conversation this weekend a little bit, like some of their lyrics, and I referred to some of their lyrics, and then just went down a rabbit hole and listened to a couple of their CDs. It's like from my college days or whatever. And then intentions just to hang out, see what's up, be useful if I can. Distractions are abundant. I will be like trying to clear my DMs during this call, unfortunately, but I'll also be listening. And I'll pass it to Wonka. Did you go?
Thanks, Griff. Yeah, my intention is to sync with you guys. Also to remember that I will be participating tomorrow in the TE Academy Introduction to Token Engineering, presenting the TC. And yeah, I don't have any distractions. I am here with Sam, and I don't have a camera, but I will turn it on.
Hello, guys.
And yeah, he shared with me a video that is called The Egg, so I will post it in Lounge, and I will pass it to Mario Rosso.
Okay, thank you. Well, my intentions is well, maybe to keep learning about everything, what is going on everywhere here. My distractions. Well, my cat just broke my headphones, so I'm kind of super frustrated. um, On my playlist, I'm gonna say 50-50 from Vantage is a surfer that made music, girl surfer that made music. I'm gonna put it on launch if everyone want to check out. And I'll pass it to Jean.
Mario. Intentions are just to stay abreast of the developments for comms since I haven't been plugged in previously, and I'm trying to integrate more Hubspot. Distractions are trying to bone up on my JavaScript at the moment and going through the HubSpot Academy, so I'm doing a couple of classes right now that I'll be actively doing while listening in. And playlist, I don't listen to music actually. I find it rather distracting. So, sound of silence.
I'm sorry, Gene. I don't know if you passed it, but you cut off that last second.
Sorry, I came in late. I apologize.
No worries. Escanor, intentions, distractions, what's been in your weekly playlist? Musicals
Hi guys,
count.
sorry for being late. For intentions, yeah, I want to sync with you guys. For distractions, there's a friend of mine that's right now here with me, so I'm a little bit distracted. Um, um, Actually, I don't have any music in my playlist at the moment, so I'm going to pass it to. I need you to help me with this because I don't know. I joined it late, so a little bit late.
No
So,
worries. Let's pass it to Acid Laser.
Okay, thank you, Chuy. Okay, I'll pass it to Acid Laser.
Thank you. My intentions are just see what's going on with the teams and show you the advances at Twitter and animation. I have no distractions, and in my playlist, I have been listening to the old albums from the Cooks, and it's a really good band. And I'll pass it to Alan.
Thank you, Acid Laser. My expectation for this week, mainly, I want to be more patient. I want to learn a little bit more about the reward system and obviously be more connected with the community. And distractions, I listened to a lot of music. And for my playlist, I can recommend Juice WRLD. He's one of my favorite artists, actually. And I pass it to John Jonas.
Thank you, Alan. My intentions are just to see what's going on and see what I can help. My distractions, I think I have no distractions this week, so cool. And in my playlist, yesterday I discovered a group called the Mowglis, so I have been listening to them since yesterday. So that's my recommendation. And I'll pass it to um
I already went. John Jonas?
Let's pass it to Nate.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, just sit in, listen, be of help where I can, and distractions, nothing. I'm just early morning drinking my coffee. Recent playlist, I've been really just listening nonstop to the Ologies podcast just because I love it so much. So, if you get a chance to listen to Ologies, it's pretty fun. Just different sciences is pretty cool. All right. And I will pass it over to Alan TV. Have you gone?
I actually pass.
Yeah, I think Manu is the last one.
Yeah, I just arrived. Intentions, distractions. And what else?
Weekly playlist or yeah, TV show, musical, whatever recommendation.
Okay. Yeah, intention check with all the other teams, what you're doing and how that can, how HubSpot can inform what you're currently doing, and distractions. No distractions, a little bit cold, but no distractions. And weekly playlist. What am I listening? Yeah, just reggaeton mainly. Nothing too special or worth sharing, honestly. Yeah. So I'll pass it. I'll pass it to you, Chuy.
Great. Let's start. The first thing is we already like closed down in the funding proposal. Actually, I wanted to just like quickly go through it to make like a quick calculation on how much we're gonna actually be needing for our funding proposal. So as we said, we had 342 per week per contributor for the TEC Academy team. And we have 380 for Asset Laser in the Twitter planning team, who's gonna be covering in the next few weeks. We actually have an update on here that we would like to share about some progress that we're gonna be doing with Twitter planning. And we also have like these like 3 hours per week for people that usually join in and support with some Twitter drafting. And we also have the retroactive bonus for Juanca and Manu, who have helped and supported Twitter a lot these past months. And of course, Ivy was brought up by Juanca, who kept Twitter alive and running for a while. So animation and video production stayed the same. We just added Mario for supporting with audio. And translations team. This one got interesting. Like we made full like exercise here about the priorities that we're gonna have for translating. This funding is gonna cover for what we think is 2 months. However, we are still gonna have a lot of content to do after. So it's kind of like a first round funding request. I feel it's okay, like to not stack up the costs a lot because of how like the difficulty that there's gonna be for funding all of the teams in general. So we came up to this to 5.2K for 2 months, but we're actually bringing it up to 6K just in case. I don't know, like maybe is like a new article that it's worth translating before we actually ask for like new funding because it's worth it or for whatever reason. So we're bringing this to a round of 6K plus the retroactive funding. The retroactive bonus. And if we divide it in these 4 priority languages, we're going to be having approximately 375 per this period. So I quickly fill this in just for being able to provide like more info, but this would be a more accurate, let's say, like separation of each of these costs. Hubspot team also, Manu is going to be taking the lead on this. Nate and Durgaras are going to be supporting with some writing and also some, just like some like creating and collaborating in the team. Gene is also going to be working here as a writer and as a web dev. Asset Laser is adding 3 hours for supporting with design. And actually, I haven't added it here, but I got a front-end dev that Casales, he's willing to help in with this team in particular. And there are still a bunch of topics and discussions around the HubSpot team. I feel that we could, first of all, aim to having a working HubSpot, which has been a challenge that has been lasting for months. And it's like, yeah, it's just like a never-ending issue. So we're very happy to start reaching a solution in this. But the idea is to expand the HubSpot team to a more proper like marketing team, let's say, and to be able to take the most out of HubSpot and start managing our Twitter through this, and also forums and yeah, pretty much like anything that helps us get a more precise database. But yeah, we will be providing more updates about this in the next in the team updates. So let me quick add these up to make a calculation. Um, and for Twitter planning, okay. Oh, we do have a retroactive bonus here, and last but not lately, HubSpot.
So I guess I'm sorry to interrupt, but there's void space. So I'm just curious, how come are you going to make individual proposals for each one of these, or are you going to bundle them all together?
Yeah, I think based in the total, I think that the most the safer way to be would be to make separate proposals. Probably we could fit like two teams in the same two of the teams in the same let's say like proposal. But yeah, I think that it's gonna end up being separate.
Cool. Yeah, I think it would be cool if they were separate, and then also like it'll be a way to measure people's thoughts and importance for each one. You know, I think, and it'll be interesting if nothing else.
Okay, so it's bringing a total of I'm just adding the retroactive bonuses, and okay, so we're looking at around like 70K for 5 months actually, like somewhere around 4 to 5 months with 70K. So I'm gonna be posting this in the in the advice process, and also making a suggestion about how to split it into. I don't know. What do you think, Riff? Like probably like 3-4 proposals would be a good way to bring it down and make it easier.
I mean, I would just do it per each team. And then also,
Okay.
you can coordinate and, say, hey, let's pass this one first. As a comms department, you could prioritize and coordinate the voting, at least within your subset of the community, and be like, hey, the first thing we really need to pass is this, and
Okay.
that's one way to do it. I mean, I don't know. It's conviction voting doesn't have very, very clear strategies, right? So it'll just be interesting to see how it's best played.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Probably per team will be a better idea. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that we can set an order for those priorities. And yeah, I feel that also like with some of the progress that some of these teams are making, the priority is I feel clearer. So just presenting updates on each team. I think the TE Academy right now we had a call with Angela this last week, and we talked about like what would be the best way and the best approach to start, let's say, like managing or suggesting or making proposals on different tweets and how to like integrate to their newsletter and yeah, like these different processes that they have. So we're starting right now to make some progress on the credential management. And of course, tomorrow's event with the TEC is going to be a key for this. So yeah, it's getting there. Anna and Angela have great ideas and great strategies in mind. But the process of getting like the TE Academy and also token engineering in general is something that has been taking some time. However, I would really like to highlight their commitment to how they've been doing it and what they have prepared. So they actually have done like some like study guides that also have been really useful for other teams. So we're getting there. Probably the TE Academy is one of those teams that could wait a little bit more for funding. But yeah, I feel that it's getting there, and we're definitely going to be like filling in a gap in making more proposals around how to progress with TE Academy comms. About Twitter planning. We're right now. Oh, actually, this one is from last week. So right now we've been trying to adapt to like get together a functional Twitter team, but the idea is to bring in an expert. I've been talking to Heather actually because I know that this is a challenge not only for the TEC but also for Giveth. So yeah, like we've been trying to wrap our heads around how to put this together. Like how can we find, because I mean it's packed like out there with so many like underpaid community managers that do a great job on Twitter. Like there's a lot of people, a lot of very talented people, but sadly not a lot of these people are like related or confident like with Web3. So I feel that a challenge in the next months is going to be to bring in an expert. So what I'm thinking about is maybe like requesting an initial sum for keep the Twitter planning team going. And once we get like an expert, and also once we work more with integration in Hubspot, we can probably like present a proposal that will cover just more ground in general. And right now, Tam brought to our attention Airtable. And while the intention is to fully integrate with Hubspot, I really feel that maybe we wouldn't be ready. Like we won't be ready yet if we don't have like a right expert. And Acid Laser quickly jumped into preparing Airtable. So yeah, he did a great job, and he's gonna be like briefly presenting it today, just to show how this Twitter planning can be improved, and also get more out of our weekly sync around Twitter. So, Asset Laser, would you like to share a screen and quickly like present what you prepared?
Yes, sure. So there's today Twitter planning thing can break the Airtable platform. It's really similar to the template we use at Slides, but I think it's better because we can station. Also because here you can tag the people is reviewing and drafting. Here I only have 3 people. You can add more. In this example, Chuy or me. Here we have the status, so also we can change it. And I think it's really cool because we need an improvement and grow. And the slides that we were using, I think that are too old for the things upcoming. And I don't know, to have more organization, it's more clean, and we can have better communication. I don't know what do you think, Chuy?
Yeah, definitely. It'll automate like a huge part of what we actually do with the Twitter spreadsheet. So yeah, let's try to implement this while we fully like transition to HubSpot, and yeah, probably we can start using this for next week's planning. So yeah, just in case anyone was wondering, like if you want to throw in like tweets or anything, we still have this week to do it in the Twitter spreadsheet. And after this, we'll be updating agendas and just links like all over to start linking to this workspace in Airtable. Does anybody have some questions, or I don't know? How do you feel about this, Tam? Being you the one that suggested to bring it.
Yeah, no, I think Airtable will go a really, really long way to helping. I just want to say, it looks like Acid Laser. Did you use the template for the content calendar, or did you just create a new Airtable? Because it looks like this isn't the correct template, but that's super easy to fix.
Yeah, I just made a new one.
Okay.
Right.
So yeah, no problem. So then there's a bunch of functionality that doesn't exist in just a regular new Airtable. But if you click on the link for the template, then I think I sent it to you in DM. I could drop it in the comms channel too. Then you can just install that content calendar, which has a bunch of more functionality that I think would be beneficial to the TC.
Awesome.
Twitter team.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Asset Laser, for this update. Now, Alan TV, do you think you could share that great mirror board that you guys presented yesterday? I'm very excited for this one. And just clarifying, this is an update for the animation video production team. Okay, great. So we made a few notes regarding the processes that we are going to follow. And our biggest concern was how can we be clear to, if it's either to communities or just anyone that we collaborate with in the future. We were trying to wrap our heads around some of the steps that once you take them, there is no way back in production. So we are trying to also classify this in so that people can be more related to how this actually works. And I feel that there is a lot of chance for people to start getting more familiar with the process and how like animation is gonna get done. Also, since let's say that since we are funding this from the TEC side, we really want to make the production teams more efficient, especially because like if when people are like paying themselves, when you work with like in a more traditional scheme in like as an agency, I mean the client pretty much like picks the direction of everything, right? But usually the teams the teams lose a lot of time like going back to different things. So right now we're working on this process, being able to sync it like between the team members first of all, like who's gonna do what and what are gonna be like our blocking signals for taking like a new step for each part of the process. And at the same time, we are also working in classifying these different stages to show people like whenever we need to make a decision, there's gonna be like let's say like a street light, and yellow and red are gonna be indicators for okay, this decision is really important, and it would be tough to come back at this. So I feel that this is really gonna enrich the advice process, especially for people that are not related with these processes, right? So that we can make this team more efficient. And yeah, I mean, one of the actual priority here was to establish this workflow. So we're very excited, and probably next Monday we're gonna start some kind of script or pre-production advance for the reward system quantification tutorial. So yeah, also can you scroll down a little bit, Alan? We're also very excited because we weren't really taking this in account at first, but Mario appeared in our community like at the right time. He's an amazing sound engineer, and he's also related. He is also experienced with post-production processes in audio. So it was really cool to bring this to bring the audio part to the conversation and saying like, okay, how can we start like making some advances like from pre-production, right? Because audio is usually more active during production and post-production times. So it's really exciting to start organizing towards this, and I feel that we're gonna be so efficient with producing this content. So yeah, if you're interested in participating in this process for our test drive, which is gonna be the reward system quantification tutorial, make sure you join us in next Monday. And also being like as it is in serving like the reward system working group's purpose, we're gonna be working very close to them, and always like making confirmations on the script or anything that will affect the whole community or how our intentions are communicated. So yeah, we'll be very active on asking for feedback. So please, if you if you are curious about this process or about the final result, please join us. There's a lot like a lot of specifications and details about this process that we don't have enough time to show. But yeah, it's I feel that it's gonna be very exciting to develop this workflow with the community in a way in which everyone can participate. So yeah, these are the updates for animation and video production. Does anybody have anything to say or add to these updates? Or 3, 2, 1, perfect. Let's move on to translations. Thanks, Alan TV. I'm actually gonna go back to sharing my screen. Okay, so about translations, the updates are that as I was showing these were like the way we organized like some of the priorities. So I would really like if anybody had some feedback on this. These are the first articles that we're gonna be translating. The goal is to have one per week, and like the ones that are a little bit more complicated, we left it for last so that we can have the whole month to work on them and keep pushing some content out. And in March, this is like a second round of what we think is could be like a good second priority. And well, this is also like a way in which we're gonna start doing these translations to basic to the basic languages that we picked. We are also trying to find ways in which we can offer like additional content, and especially evergreen content for people that are newcomers and for languages that we didn't really find to be a priority right now. But the idea here is to have a clear idea about which contributors can we trust, because after these couple of months, I really like, and I personally want to make this my goal. Just bring updates to the GitHub, and now that we're gonna be also like doing some website updates in the Hubspot team, try to push to see how we can integrate this and add like translation superpowers to this. So right now it's not worth it to update an outdated Gitbook, I'm sorry. But I'm really trying to tie this all the best that I can so that I can take like a full week off for just reviewing the Gitbook and also reaching out to the stewards that might want to implement some updates in their section. So the ultimate goal for the translations team is to be able to update our Gitbook as like our wiki and as one of the main sources where people can check for documentation in the Token Engineering Commons. And the other advance is that we were able to pretty much close the budget on this. Again, just mentioning this, like we decided that it would be better to pay all the languages the same. Some like standard rates are a little bit like underpaid. Ironically, like a lot of these languages are like the ones that are most spoken and the ones that are more close to our community, like Spanish and Chinese. So the most expensive languages paid 12 cents per word, and the least expensive ones were like between 9 and 10 cents. So we brought this to a standard rate of 11 cents per word. And we're going to be recognizing all languages the same. But we did picked based in different factors, like what would be the main languages that we would need to translate. Regarding priority, I think that this team would be a priority. I would really like to push some translation, especially in Turkish, as soon as we launch. Use this as one of our pumpamentals. Let's call them that. So yeah, we're really gonna use translations for getting closer to communities that might want to pay attention to the TEC as soon as we become open and that everyone can participate.
I'd love to ask a question about how we chose these 4 languages priorities. I mean, I think Spanish and Chinese kind of are evident just in terms of the population that speak these languages. But how did we, how did we come to Portuguese and Turkish?
Portuguese and Turkish are mostly because of their market sizes. So even though like Spanish and Chinese were because of people that might be interested in the community, we thought that Turkish and Portuguese were also important markets that we couldn't leave out. I don't know if Escanore would like to add something here. Maybe I'm leaving out some of the things that we considered for this.
I think the first presentation I did has all the information of every language. If you want to show it, Chuy, I can send you the link.
Yes, please.
Let me find it for you. 1 second. Wait, I think it's on our server chat. Let me check. Translations. Okay, here it is. Okay. There you go. Check your DMs.
Okay, so for Portuguese is spoken in 12 countries. 206 million people speak Portuguese. Brazil is in the 2021 Chainalysis Global Crypto Adoption Index top. Although Portugal is one of the countries with very high proficiency in English skills, Brazil with a larger population ranks with a low proficiency in the EFEPI ranking. So that's for Portuguese, and for Turkish is 84 million population. Statistics study for global cryptocurrency adoptions shows Turkey as a number one. And EFEPI ranking, Turkey is ranked with a low proficiency in English skills. So yeah, this is some of the stuff that we took in consideration. And also Hindi would be like a next good target, and Arabic as well. Or I think, I don't know if, well, excuse my ignorance, but I don't know if like Arabic in general is like the same as Farsi. But yeah, also Farsi would be a good target. And these are like other optional languages that we can add, but right now they're not considered a priority because we find that these languages might be like more relevant to cover in a first round. So is this okay, Tam, or anyone would like to share some thoughts on our priority languages?
I just want to say thanks for sharing that. I am surprised French didn't make it into our priority list, only because we have so many connections with French and French people. Actually, I think a lot of our community are French speakers as well.
Okay, yeah, and I think I've seen like a couple of volunteers for translating to French.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel that like after like seeing how we do like after this first round of 2 months, I feel that also like there is gonna be a lot of clarity around. Should we keep translating like the same documentation to more languages? Should we translate new documentation and Gitbook, for example, to the same priority languages? I feel that these like first experiences with translations are gonna also bring a lot of experience to get to choose like what could be like a best route after this. Jean, I see you unmuted. Did you like to add something?
I mean, just suggesting that perhaps Japanese and Korean might be ideal just based on the GDP of their economies. That they might be a useful addition to the list. I mean, there's going to be a point where there's a seriously deteriorating return on this languages after X point. But I think that they would make the cut, I believe.
Nate, I see you unmuted, but I couldn't hear you.
Yeah. So I'll always go back to the evaluation that I don't know if we're using the right metrics in order to make these decisions. I would say that our priority for language should be whether we can support that type of community within the TEC at the moment, and starting small with a single language and expanding from there. But I will keep harping on that. But leave it to you guys, the experts. So.
Yeah. Also, like if you have any concerns like around this, please bring them up in the advice process when we post this the proposal, so that we can keep this on the radar. Like if like in many ways, like we're still like experimenting with how we take the decisions. So I fully agree that translations is something that affects the whole community. So yeah, if there's just something that we're leaving out or anything, like please bring it to the advice process, especially because after these first 2 months, I feel it would be a great time to reevaluate. Like, did we take the right decisions? Did we leave something out that we should have taken in account? And yeah, mostly like how is this like attracting new people? How is this engagement working? I don't know. Like maybe we end up I don't know, like doing some French translation in after like month 3, and that alone would have much more engagement than all of the previous content that we translated. So yeah, I feel that we still need to involve a lot of observation here. So yeah, please, as soon as this is posted, please raise any concerns so that we can have it in the forum for future decisions. Also, this is the team that is asking for the funding, like, and it's going to deliver in the shorter term. So I feel it could be a great opportunity to learn from our decision making process here.
Thanks for hearing me out too. Appreciate that, Chuy.
Okay, Gene?
I mean, to Nate's point, though, are we intending to host a community or a sub community of each of these languages going forward, or is it just to kind of give those communities, those language communities, the inward visibility, but not necessarily interact with them on a regular basis? I guess. I mean, what is the intent? I guess.
I personally feel that it could be like different regarding like the layers of involvement that we have from these communities. I find very, very valuable that some of these languages are spoken by community stewards. So like here in our Discord server, we have a Portuguese channel, which is a little bit more active than the Spanish channel, but I know that there were some issues regarding like some of the permissions around this channel. So it might also be a good opportunity to, well, first of all, count with some of the stewards to peer review these translations. I feel that like we could learn a lot from this process alone. And yeah, like I think this is a super valid question that we need to take into account. Like, how can we further engage with these communities other than just like giving them documentation in their own language? So there have been like many thoughts around this in especially around Spanish speakers in the TEC. So yeah, thanks for bringing this up, Gene. I feel that we should definitely consider like what are the next steps for engaging with these communities. So yeah, I was actually thinking of a loteria game, like once a week, but yeah, like not right now. We need to launch this thing, and we need to get the team ball rolling. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to how we can implement just more engagement in general. So about Hubspot, we have 6 minutes left of the call. But Manu, would you like to provide some of the updates of the things that we're working on to about Hubspot and marketing in general? Or also, Nate, if you would like to add something, you're welcome to. Manu, are you there?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, I can go first, and then Nate, if I'm missing something, which I might, he can polish my response. Yeah. So, in HubSpot, I've been getting all the contact information we have from the Hatcher Outreach spreadsheet into HubSpot. We have some emails there, and I'm glad Tam is here because I felt the need to bring it into the Communitas conversation so that she was aware, and some other people that might be relevant to completing these tasks are aware. But yeah, we have some contacts on Hotspot. It's only their email, really. We don't even have their first name and last name. So really checking those with the ones on our Hatcher outreach list. Of course, that's only for Hatchers. Like, we want other types of contributors and other type of people. And again, one of the Achilles heels from Hotspot, I don't feel it's so much Hotspot, but it's the need of Hotspot for the website. So, for example, the subscribe to newsletter bar on the website is, I believe, not working, and so I've been, working with Nick and trying to get that to Christopher, but he's incredibly busy with the reward system, so there's no luck there. I tried Dan as well too, Dan Knobs, because he has access to the keys to the website and access to the hosting as well, which I would need in order to add our website as one of the data sources